Hello everyone and welcome back to another day of Road to TCG Worlds 2016. Now, we're up against a Psychic colorless deck. We are using our Manectric Raikou deck, where Raikou has mostly served its purpose in stalling against the Seismitoad decks we've been facing. So, it still hasn't had its time to shine just yet, but hey, I'm not complaining. It's really been useful in other ways, as in non-standard, I guess, but pretty sure in those same instances Regice would not have been as useful. Now we are mulliganing a lot with this deck, despite us running 3 Manectrics, 3 Raikous, a Hoopa and a Shaman, but hey, what are you gonna do? That's all the basic Pokemon I will bench down. I will not bench Shaman, of course. And so far, we've won all 4 of our matches. And wow, Psychic, colorless, and we see a Kangaskhan turn 1. That's definitely a Pokemon we haven't seen in a very long time. People did run the Kangaskhan back in 2012, 2013, I believe. But it really hasn't been making an appearance at all, especially because it doesn't have a Spirit Link. And even if it had, Lucari is a very big threat in today's metagame, so I don't know how common it would actually be. But okay, we got a pretty good draw off of the Birch, not gonna lie. What I would love to see here would be a Battle Compressor or my AC or my Escape Rope, but we didn't get to see that with the Shaman. If we manage to top deck those, I'll be very happy, but I'm not counting on it, so we'll probably see a turn 3 Turbo Volt, which is pretty okay. Now we see a Winona, so wow, a triple Hoot Hoot, very nice. So we're up against a Noctowl break deck, I'm guessing, and it's pretty, yeah, he can still triple draw, which is very nice. And a game lagged out when we were about to face one of these decks, so I'm very glad we get to show it off once again. Now I'm gonna use my Berserker, but I'm not gonna waste my other resources. I'm just gonna go for the Birch here. Hopefully we flip heads this time, because we don't have any more Shaman, but no. We flip tails once again, but we get very lucky and we get the Escape Rope. And we get a Berserker to potentially use another Birch next turn. So, we don't have basic energies in the discard pile, I don't think. Nope. But we're still gonna deal 220 damage to this Hoot Hoot. So, we might be in for a very quick game. Although Kangaskhan, wow, I'm just used to just double clicking. I don't know if you guys can hear the clicks, but every time I KO a Pokemon, I just double click prices. I usually am not paying attention if it's an EX or not. But hey, there's another Winona, so probably an extra Hoot Hoot and 2 more Noctowls. Yeah, wow, 2 Noctowl break actually. Whoa, why can't you still see that? I was turning my head to take a look at it. Okay, so Noctowl, 20 damage times the number of item cards revealed. So, per player, so he can actually one-hit KO me. Wow, that is, I'm not gonna lie, that is very scary. And, okay, I'm gonna get rid of my Mega Manectric, which is unfortunate, but I do want to start powering up my Pokemon by discarding these sorts of energy. Now, I don't think the Headringer will be too useful at this point. And what do I get here? Raikou, of course. I mean, Manectric, I mean. Now, I don't think my opponent will have any sort of energy denial. And we do have Assault Vests, so I'm gonna power up Raikou over here. And I'm gonna Turbo Bolt for 110 damage and the 2 basic energies. gonna attach to the Manectric. Spreading out my energy a little bit. Now my opponent... Wow, I really need a judge before I get a KO on this Kangaskhan. Wow, he has so many cards in his hand. The funny thing is he can't play his item cards just because he wants to deal a lot of damage, and we only have one item card in our hand. We don't have a judge, unfortunately, in our discard pile, but we did top deck that energy. Gonna go for my Sycamore. This could potentially power him up a little bit, depending on how many trainer cards we get. But we thankfully get... We can actually get rid of a lot of our things here. Do I even want the compressor? I don't think I do. So I'm gonna get rid of the compressor and the rough seas. It's probably going to try to one-hit KO us. And wow, my other Mega Manectric is priced. I should have realized that. I really should have realized that. Now, I only have one Verse Seeker in my hand. I think... How much retreat cost? He has a 3 retreat cost. So, I think it's better for me to just pass right now. I should not have gotten rid of the... I should have paid more attention. I should not have played the Ultra Ball. I should have just used the compressor, gotten a judge in my discard pile, and then should have been done with that. Now, I KO. He potentially KOs me back. He would need 12 item cards. I only have one. Could potentially draw 2. He would need 8 item cards out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15 cards in his hand. Are half of them item cards? I think I still need to take the KO here though. I need to free up my Manectric from my prize cards. There's a Birch, there's another Sycamore. Not 2 cards I really want to see here. He promotes the energyless Noctowl, and honestly he could just easily get 3 KOs. So Noctowl break. If your opponent reveals this attack does 3 more damage for each item card, for each trainer card. Wow, so how many item cards does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So more than enough to KO me. Wow. Each player. That did a lot of damage. And now, what do I do here? I think I promote Raikou. And I Sycamore. I really messed up with that Battle Compressor. That Battle Compressor would have given me the game, for sure. Gonna attach the Assault Vest to this other guy, and gonna Sycamore here, because I really need that judge. And I don't get the judge. Yikes. Do get energy though. But, gonna attach the Assault Vest, and I'm gonna play the compressor. I'm going to get rid of anything that's not called judge. Spirit Link won't help me. Trainer's Mail could get me the judge. Ultra Ball won't get me the judge, although it could thin out my deck. Rough Seas, he's not running any stadiums, and I could potentially buy myself a turn against that Deoxys. So I'm gonna get rid of Raikou here. That's it. No item cards from my side, but I mean, we know he has so many though. So many. We deal so much damage, which is completely unnecessary, to get one Ultra Ball. But wow, that mistake from my end might or will probably end up costing me. Yep. There's a Lysander onto Manectric. We know he has the Versus Seeker in his hand, so all he is going to need. He doesn't have an energy though. He will get 2 prizes here. Well, he only needs 1 energy. Yikes. We're in a lot of trouble here, guys. We need to top deck that judge. If we lose, it's entirely on me. Ugh. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. And we can't even try to stall or anything. I just gotta hope he has to play a supporter. But if he KOs us, then what? We're not gonna power up another Raikou. In time, at least. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. So if I AC and I draw 4 cards, that will leave me with just 1 card in my deck. But it will be, I will get a judge. So I'm gonna pick up the Shaman. Gonna play it. I will draw 4 cards, one of which is judge. No, I still lose. I need him to whiff the energy. That's the only way we win. That is absolutely the only way we win here, if he whiffs an energy. We needed the judge last turn. It's as simple as that. I guess our prize makes it so that maybe we don't lose. He got the energy though, so Berserker KOs my X. Wow, I can't believe we lost to this. This is just terrible. Because I threw away my compressor. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. My compressor into judge, into the win. Wow, that is so disappointing. I can't believe I lost to Noctowl. Wow. Pretty bad, not gonna lie. This was a little bit embarrassing, to be honest. A little bit embarrassing. We lost to Noctowl. Not even the break one, just the one that does so much damage. And we had the judge. It's embarrassing because of my mistake. At the level I want to be, I should not be doing those mistakes. I had seen my deck, I knew the other Mega Manectric was priced, and I didn't even need it. I mean, no, I didn't even need it. I needed the judge, not the Manectric. That was terrible. Absolutely terrible. And I mean, we still had a 33% chance to get the judge between top decking the trainer's mail or the judge, but as you saw, that was not the case. So we win the coin flip here. That's always nice. And let's see what my opponent... Okay, we start off with Raikou. I didn't see, but just based on what he's using, we're probably up against a metal deck. We do see a Drill Burr, to which unfortunately we cannot attach a Head Ringer, but I'm just gonna Sycamore here. We have an inherent advantage just because of our resistance. And wow, I was really hoping this would be the week to go undefeated. I was really hoping that would be the case. Gonna get rid of my second Lysander, and I got 2 Berserkers, which is obviously not very nice, but I will be able to get Hoopa here and get myself some extra resources, because I really want to get a turn 2 Turbo Bolt. I don't know, I'm really disappointed in myself as to what I did last game. The way I set myself up for a loss. I had the win with the judge. It was very simple. But it's as if I opted not to win. It's as simple as that. I opted not to win. So next turn I'll probably Berserker into Birch, because I don't want to discard all of that as well. I want to conserve at least 1 Berserker. And wow, my opponent is not getting anything, so we might need to find another battle if we somehow top deck. He Mac Claws, but he has 2 special energy, so that did literally nothing, and he concedes immediately. So I had not only my Assault Vest, but also my ability, reducing 20 damage. Oh no, never mind, that was not in play. We get a Ferrothorn line. very nice. And let's find another battle really quickly. Gosh, I'm never gonna get over that first battle. I really thought this was the week where we were going to go undefeated. I really thought so. And we would still be undefeated if it weren't for my huge misplay right there. Huge misplay. Oh well. Gotta move on, huh? It's better now than in tournaments. I mean, I'd be very surprised if I'd be very surprised if you find a Noctowl deck in a serious tournament like a regional championship, which I know is coming up, and I know expanded format is a thing, so I might switch a couple of weeks to expanded, because I know a lot of you guys will want to see those kind of decks. But I don't know. That for me it's like 2 weeks where the play testing doesn't really count, because there's never, or I'm not gonna say never, but throughout this year, throughout the 2015-2016 season, there won't be a single expanded tournament in Mexico. So for me it's quite pointless to play expanded, because as of now I don't plan on attending any regional championships in the US as of now. That might change, but not with the way the dollar against the Mexican peso is climbing so high. Gets rid of 2 Crowbats, so that's unfortunate for my opponent. And goes for Shaman. I didn't pay attention to the previous screen, so I don't know what else he's using with the Crobat. If it's Lucario, we might be in a bit of trouble. It's actually Fire, so this might be Mega Houndoom. Mega Houndoom bats, which is very scary for sure. Although our Healing Stadium will probably play a huge part in this game. Decides to retreat into Shaman. So maybe he runs DCE? Not entirely sure. Mega Houndoom. I'm gonna attach my basic energy, and I'm just gonna... Okay, I'm gonna attach an Assault Vest to my Raikou. I'm just gonna overrun. Really can't do too much. Over here I don't have a supporter. Next turn I might miss the KO on Shaman because I don't have the Spirit Link. Or I could... So another dot game. I'm gonna find another one. If it's quick, it's quick. But that's 2 really quick wins, and that loss against Noctowl, guys. I'm really sorry about that. Darkness, Psychic, Colorless. So this might be Zoroark Bat. Not entirely sure. Could be Yveltal Bats as well. But I think it's definitely going to have Bats in there somewhere. Now, if we do see a Zorua, or if we suspect that, we might want to save our Assault Vests for even Manectric. Oh wow, it's actually Mewtwo. So it's Mewtwo, Zoroark. Definitely our Assault Vests are going to be very important. Extremely important. And so will our Stadium. With Mega Manectric, my opponent will be hard pressed to take 1-hit KOs. He will need a ton of energy. And we can potentially heal. So we do get another Manectric off of our mulligan, and he starts Mewtwo. So gonna attach, play my Spirit Link, and I'm going to wait a turn so that my Trainer's Mail digs just a little bit deeper. In theory it doesn't really matter, but after the card I top deck, I will have a bit more access to some cards. He decides to Lysander my Manectric, and he's using the wrong Mewtwo, because surely he's using it just because he has the secret full art rare, but I don't think that's justification enough. I will Trainer's Mail, and I do get the Battle Compressor in order to get us out of this terrible situation. I will of course place a Sycamore in my discard pile, and 2 basic energy, because I have the potential to get a turn 2 Turbo Volt here. which, funnily enough, might make my opponent concede straight away. He has no bench Pokemon to switch into, and there we go. An Ultra Ball or a Mega Manectric probably means we win this game. Probably. Not 100% sure, but very likely. We do hit the Ultra Ball, so I will get rid of the Judge and the Raikou. No need to fill up my bench more. We have more than enough power with what we currently have, especially after we Turbo Bolt. And yeah, let's see what we get off of this Trainer's Mail. Nothing we really need, so I'm just gonna pass. I guess I'll take the Compressor because I might want to get rid of more basic energy next turn, just in case. I do get my Turbo Bolt off. I will power the bench Manectric so that I can switch around between them. And let's see. We really might see a concession here. If we do, I'll just leave the video here, guys, because I can't just be playing all night. So 10 super quick mini games. And when thinking about the previous two videos, which have been both, I think, over 40 minutes long, I think you guys will appreciate a bit shorter video today. And it really should have been all wins and not the loss against that Noctowl deck. I'm gonna stop saying that, but it was surprising. I mean, and that's an important thing to consider when playing road decks. I mean, it's more likely people will not have played against them at some point, which means misplays against you are more likely. So the more you know the matchups against your opponent's deck, and the fact that they might run something very standard against your non-standard thing, that surprise factor can really go a long way. And I would know that because I got third place at Worlds with a completely unexpected deck at one point. Now, Shrine of Memories allows him to use the previous Mewtwo's attack. He will surely go for another basic Pokemon here, though. Maybe a Shaman? Okay, Hoopa. Okay, so it's not going to be a short game, at least. His Mewtwo will do max 30 damage, though. Yep, 30 damage. And odds are at least one basic energy is prized. Okay, so never mind. That is the right Mewtwo EX because of damage change. He can heal up his his Mewtwo rather. But I do have 4 stadiums, so I will likely be able to deny him that usage of Shrine of Memories. Maybe not consistently, but definitely I can also heal off the damage, so it's really not a big deal. He Shatter Shots for 30, not much else he can actually do. I do top deck a kind of useless card. I will play my Battle Compressor. If there are 2 basic energy, I will get rid of them. There's 1, there's 2. There's really no point in not getting rid of them. And we haven't seen any Zoroark, but I really doubt I will need Hoopa, so I'm gonna get rid of the Hoopa. Now, I would love to see some head ringers right now. I really would love to see some head ringers. There's no need to judge my opponent. I'm not really threatened by anything. And I would also love to see a Rough Seas. I see a Rough Seas. I don't see head ringers. But I will be able to take 2 prize cards here, which is great. Oh no, I haven't healed yet. I almost forgot. So it will be a very important stadium war here. One which, because he did play the first stadium, and because I can heal up and things like that, I don't really think my Pokemon will be too threatened. Now, having the other 3 Flash Energy in my hand really limits my ability to go for another Sycamore next turn. But it's also not the end of the world either. I mean, it really isn't. There's a TCG on the bench Mewtwo, so this active one is probably going to get sacrificed, as he does Mega Evolve without the Spirit Link, meaning... Wow. And I top deck another Sycamore, and yeah, not really much I can do. I don't want to get rid of these energies. I'd rather be patient and just attach them one by one. I mean, I don't think he'll ever KO one Mega Manectric, honestly, but you never know. He might pull off another DCE triple Mega Turbo play or something like that. There he gets a Spirit Link. He will attach it to the active. What for? I don't know. And he could damage me, I guess. But he decides to attach to the active, or to the benched. So, well, I guess he doesn't really. Either he discards, or he powers up, or he evolves. There's really no drawback. There's a Zoroark, so I'm definitely not going to bench any more Pokemon now. Definitely. Does get the Float Stone for the Zoroark, but I might be tempted to actually... Yeah, I'm gonna Sycamore next turn, because I'll be... After I KO this Mewtwo, all I'll need is a Lysander, which I haven't yet to use, and I have 19 cards left in my deck, so out of my 2 prizes and the small deck, and wow, I actually top deck the Lysander I need. So I'm just gonna Turbo Bolt, and then I have the win next turn against the Shaman. Even if he somehow KOs my active Manectric, any Pokemon on my bench can actually KO Shaman. And as you can see, we even get another Lysander off of our prizes. So even if we see a Judge from my opponent right now, or potentially a red card, it's really not a big deal, because we will have a lot of cards to access our Lysander, if not this turn, then the next turn. And we could even just take down that Mewtwo through our 3 remaining Pokemon. Now, will he KO? That's... well, I'm gonna see. Is that enough? Yep, that's just enough. Wow. So, he gets his first KO, but it's not really going to matter, because I do have both Lysanders. And that's the game. So, 1 loss, 1 win. I mean 3 wins, but the other 2 don't really count. In today's video, at least it's not as long as I was saying. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please keep up the support on the likes. You guys are still lagging behind the VGC part, the video game part of the channel, so I really need you guys to step up the support. Let's hit 50 likes on this video. Let's try to hit 50 likes. If you have nothing else to do right now, just scroll down a little bit, click the like button, and scroll back up. Simple as that. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow in Spanish, or on Friday for our last day with Mega Manectric Raikou. Bye bye.